You could argue that almost every smartphone is a gaming phone of some kind, but what if you want something more powerful? Maybe you need physical style buttons or a display with a high refresh rate. Either way, that's where gaming phones come in, and there are loads of devices that will fit this category. So I've got you covered with a list of the best gaming smartphones you can buy in 2020. It might come as a surprise to find an Oppo device on a list of the best gaming phones, but the Oppo Find X2 Pro caught my attention. Not only was the main sticking point of the ColorOS completely reversed with ColorOS 7, its cameras, design, and performance are truly phenomenal. This phone nearly ticks all boxes with the only omission being a headphone jack. It packs a 6.7-inch 120Hz AMOLED display, a Snapdragon 865 processor, 12 gigs of RAM, and 512 gigs of storage. The battery isn't exceptionally large at 4260 mAh, but the blazing fast 65-watt fast charging makes up for it. It's capable of topping up the phone in just 38 minutes. Apart from the power and performance needed for gaming, the Oppo Find X2 Pro has fantastic cameras. That said, all this comes with a higher price. Fortunately, you can get most of the good stuff with the cheaper non-Pro Oppo Find X2. Samsung's Galaxy Note 20 smartphones have always been among the most ultra-premium phones on the market, so it should come at no surprise that the latest Galaxy Note 20 series are some of the best gaming phones available. This year, there are two models available, the smaller but still big Note 20 and the enormous Note 20 Ultra. If money is no object, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is the obvious choice for gamers. It sports a huge 6.9-inch AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate and 12 gigs of RAM. The cameras on this model are also top of the line with a triple camera setup led by a wide-angle 108-megapixel sensor. The regular Galaxy Note 20 is no slouch either. Both phones have the latest Snapdragon 865 Plus processor or Exynos 990, and of course the ever-popular S Pen accessory. You also get all of the standard premium stuff like IP68 rating and wireless charging, although the less expensive Note 20 is made of a somewhat controversial plastic material instead of glass. The Nubia Red Magic 5S is the latest in the former ZTE sub-brand's gaming line, and there's more to it than the garish gamer design. Not only is it one of the cheapest devices on the list, it's also one of the few to offer a 144Hz AMOLED display. It isn't a big change from its predecessor, the Red Magic 5G, packing the same screen, shoulder buttons, battery capacity, and Snapdragon 865 processor. It does, however, feature a much improved cooling system that should extend your battery life and improve performance while gaming. There are also a host of accessories available that also enhance your gaming experience. Although the top-of-the-line model with 16 gigs of RAM didn't make it overseas, but you still get a lot of phone from your money. Just be aware that Nubia doesn't have the best track record with software updates, so you may not have the latest version of Android forever. At first glance, the Xiaomi 10 Pro looks like any other high-end flagship smartphones. It's gorgeous, packs a powerful Snapdragon 865 chipset with 8 gigs of RAM and respectable 90Hz display. But what might surprise you is that this phone has one of the best battery life of any phone out there. Battery life is as much about software as it is hardware, and the phone's 4500 mAh battery managed to outlast even the beefy 6000 mAh battery found on the Asus ROG Phone 3. Paired that with excellent quad camera performance led by a 108 megapixel main sensor and great stereo speakers, and you are looking at a solid contender for one of the best gaming phones on the market. That said, it is a bit more expensive than previous Xiaomi flagships, and it is not quite readily available as its competitors from Samsung or LG around the globe. The LG V60 makes it to our list as one of the best gaming phones thanks to one major feature that separates it from the rest of the pack: two screens. Like the previous LG G8X ThinQ, the phone has an attachment that is basically a second phone, which allows for some truly unique gaming possibilities. This Nintendo DS style setup makes the device perfect for retro gaming by setting up a controller on the bottom of the screen. Combined with a Snapdragon 865 processor, 8GB of RAM, 128GB of internal storage, and a micro SD card slot, you're looking for a great all-rounder. The folding phone also sports a sizable 5000 mAh battery and both Qualcomm Quick Charge 4 and wireless charging to keep your gaming sessions going long into the night. LG phones have long been lauded for their great audio performance, and the LG V60 10Q is no different, with a 3.5mm headphone jack and quad DAC support. But the real kicker is the price. With folding devices costing up to 100,000 pesos or more, the LG V60 10Q with a second screen accessory comes in at half of the price or less. Samsung's 2020 flagships aren't branded as gaming phones, but they are true powerhouses that offer exactly what most gamers need in a handset. The lineup includes the Samsung Galaxy S20, S20 Plus, and Super Premium S20 Ultra. All three Galaxy S20 models offer 120Hz AMOLED displays, Snapdragon 865 or Exynos 990 processors, 12GB of RAM, and micro SD card support. The premium S20 Ultra even offers 16GB of RAM, although that's certainly an overkill for anything you'd want to do on a phone. It isn't just about the hardware either. All three models offer Samsung's Game Launcher and Game Tools options, allowing you to tweak performance in individual games. The Game Tools suite also lets you easily adjust resolution, take screenshots, and record videos, and more. They are not cheap, but any of the Samsung Galaxy S20 phones are a great choice for those looking for one of the best gaming phones out there. OnePlus might have hit the ball out of the park this last year's OnePlus 70 and 70 Pro, but this iteration, OnePlus has finally embraced the mantra, never settle. OnePlus 8 and 8 Pro have graduated from flagship killers to just plain flagships with unofficial IP rating and excellent cameras. Both devices have high refresh rate AMOLED screens, although OnePlus 8 is limited to 90Hz and the 8 Pro bumps that up to 120Hz. Speed is also similar, with both sporting Snapdragon 865 processor, 8 to 12GB of RAM, 128 to 256GB of storage, and 5G support. Which one is right for you depends on whether or not you need a few extra features like wireless charging and improved camera setup, but rest assured that both are fantastic gaming phones that you won't regret buying. My number one pick for the best gaming phone goes to the Asus ROG Phone 3. This should come as no surprise since it was designed and marketed for gamers in mind. Apart from top-of-the-line specs like a Snapdragon 865 Plus processor, a 144Hz screen refresh rate, a 512GB of storage, and up to 16GB of RAM, this phone has one of the largest batteries on the market at a whopping 6000 mAh. Like previous iterations, the ROG Phone 3 also has a variety of mobile gaming accessories that enhance the smartphone's gaming experience. One of these is the Aero Active 3 cooling fan, which is essential to keep your phone cool during long gaming sessions. It also adds a headphone jack, which is one of the few things missing on this device. The ROG Phone 3 also offers air triggers that act as shoulder buttons, as well as triple camera setup. That's a solid improvement over last year's model. The biggest downside is that availability is limited in many parts of the world. These are my picks for the best gaming phones you can get this 2020. If you have thoughts about the list, leave a comment down below. If you are looking for the best budget smartphones or the best mid-range smartphones, there are links in the description down below. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this.